She lives in New Britain, was born in England, and rather remarkably, she finished her Competent Communicator Manual in less than 2 months. So I asked her, how is that even possible, as somebody might be wondering. And she said she did it by touring clubs and giving speeches there. And actually, she remembered me. We had met at 1 State Street Toastmasters in Hartford, Wednesdays at 11:50. And she was a visitor there. And touring around, she was able to complete her speeches. So she's just finishing up. She's in between manuals now. She's also an inspirational writer with her upcoming book, The Bridge. The title of her speech is You Can't Take It From Me. The time is 10 to 12 minutes. Please welcome Amy Ansa. You Can't Take It From Me.
People were just like them. Same power, they were also given. But after some time, with all so much power, they did not appreciate it and didn't bring it to good use. Well, the gods decided to have a meeting and asked, we are fed up of giving such great power to people who do not appreciate it. What should we do? So as time went on, there were many questions and solutions of what they should do. And a decision was made that it should be hidden from man and only found if he dug deep.
What do you think you're doing? Give me that paper. I said, what are you doing? Let me have that paper. Let's see what you can do with writing with no paper whatsoever.
Well, you can't take it from me. None of you can take it from me because it wasn't endowed to you. There are many reasons you can't take it from me. One of them is wisdom. My experience is different from your experience, so I can't change that for you. One of the wisdom that I have learned was when I had to do my first workshop to help people. Now, I thought I had a good mentor. He helped me, guided me, showed me the books to read. But along the way, I discovered new books and new ways, which I secretly went to the library, studied on my own, practiced away from him. But I still wanted him to be there for the first day. So I invited him. We spoke, everything was fine, we were on good terms. It's only when I actually started doing the workshop that I found out we were not on good terms. I started teaching. People were enjoying it, they started relaxing, but he interrupted. That's not in the book. I said, excuse me? I was shocked. Are you supposed to be support? That's not how it's supposed to be done. I didn't teach you that way. And in this book, it's done a certain way. You're supposed to say breath and centered. I said, no. Hold on a second. Could we wait until the workshop? Unfortunately, I had to cancel it because it's not good to teach relaxation when you're in the middle of an argument. So when everybody cleared the room, I had to answer to him. So I thought. At first, I was shocked because I thought, this is supposed to be my support. But then as time went on, and he argued, I realized it's got nothing to do with support. The wisdom I learned that day was, how great of a friend are you when you learn to grow by yourself, away from somebody else's teaching, away from someone else's limitations. He was not angered by the new things that I had learned. He was angered because it wasn't his own ideas and theories that I had learned. And I had to make a decision. Keep him on board and stay limited, or let go. Because if you don't let go, there's only a certain amount of growth that you can actually achieve. The second thing you cannot take away from me is joy. Joy to me is transferring sorrow from painful darts of words. Who here has a dream? Wow. Are you serious? Are you serious? Who here has a desire to change something, to do something new? Challenge themselves at least? Oh my gosh, we need to talk after this. Really, we do. Who isn't afraid to share it with people though? How come no one's hands went up? You, one. I learned after a few arguments and conversations, not everyone's happy when you want to dream. To me, to dream is to change a part of the world for others to follow along. But not everyone believes in dreams. I remember sharing my dream with again as I learned these lessons. Not everyone with a smile and not everyone with a helping hand is actually true to their heart. I thought we were a team. It was supposed to be a dream team. I had a dream, they had a dream. We were a group that met every week. And we shared each other's dreams and we helped each other out to make sure that our dreams came to life. As we were expressing what it was that we wanted, one wanted to be an MC, another person wanted to be a singer, another person wanted to actually do instruments. So we started with a music class. It's one thing to say you want to do things, it's another thing to actually do. An argument broke out because they felt they weren't going as far as they would like to, but they wasn't showing up for the meetings. So I had to make the conversation because the dream team, we all got together, they signed one person, which happened to be me, to call and find out what's going on. So I made a phone call. What's going on? How come you're not going to the meetings? Why should I go to the meetings? Because I'm not going as far as I want to go. Nobody understands me. And who are you to tell me anything? I asked, wait, don't you think that if you have a problem, we can all join together, just learn to attack each other? Attack each other? We're supposed to get paid. There's no money, so therefore, how am I supposed to get paid? Nobody's recognizing my talent. I said it's a team, not one person. He didn't understand that. Words can be very painful, especially when it's from people who care and love it. Because they know how to punch your heart. They really do. And it hurts sometimes. Though it's a loss, it's really a gain. Because who wants to have a dream team with one person who pulls everybody down? The third thing you can't take from me is inner strength. But I learned this from someone else. You can't learn inner strength from reading a book. It's in those experiences where you don't want to endure, but you have no choice to, because it challenges you to become. I was speaking to a 23-year-old boy, or young man. He works in FedEx. And we were talking about photocopying, making flyers, and I noticed ambition was on his arm. And I wondered, why would he tattoo ambition on the arm instead of just writing it down on a piece of paper? So I asked him, why did he tattoo on his arm ambition instead of writing down a piece of paper? And he told me, well, both his parents died and he's an orphan, but he doesn't see that as an excuse. He has an American dream, and he's going to fight as hard as he can to make sure it comes reality. So I thought, okay, so no excuses, you don't feel sorry for yourself? He goes, no. I go, but a lot of people would carry it like a business card, like, hi, this is me, and this is the experiences I went through, and it's so dramatic that Here's my telephone number. You can call me and I can speak for hours about it. That wasn't him. He said, eventually, with or without your parents, you have to find your own path. So there shouldn't be any excuses. There's many things in life we attach ourselves too much upon. Stature, who we're around, how much money we have, our houses. But none of them, all of them can be taken away at one moment, 1 second. Who will you become then? You only become when you use wisdom, which is in your mind, and joy, which replaces sorrow, which is in your heart, and inner strength, which is the power of the Spirit. That young man taught me a lot. He also told me it's not about the events that happen in your life, but the moments. You shouldn't let the events define who you are. So I already know you can't take it from me, but do you allow others to take it from you?
So we'll take Matt, if you'd like to write some comments for it.
One thing I have to work on is stop running away from the stage. Because that's what I do. Oh, you can stop now. I can practice often.
I don't think I hit stop.